Now, let's move to another issue with almost a fifth of NHS trusts being rated red for infant mortality rates. That's according to a national audit. A total of 23 trusts receiving that red rating from mothers and babies, reducing risk through audit and confidential inquiries, or Embrace as it's called. Well, it means that the death rate for 2020 more than 5% above the average for other countries. Well, Embrace has looked at stillbirths and deaths within 4 weeks of birth. And in other research, also finding a number of women who died up to 6 weeks after having a baby, up by a quarter over the past 5 years. Indeed, 229 mums dying alongside 27 of their babies between 2018 and 2020. Many of those deaths deemed avoidable. Well, we're joined now by Sandra Igwe, who's CEO of the Motherhood Group. Sandra, thanks very much for joining us. What's the suggestion as what's going wrong here? Because I know a lot of maternity services say they're very short of staff.
It's really sad what's going on at the moment in the NHS. And the saddest part about it is that most of these deaths are actually preventable and are associated with the inequalities that persist in the UK. Quite frankly, many mothers report that they're not being listened to, their concerns are not being raised appropriately, and that they're not really having their immediate needs met by healthcare professionals. Again, Black mothers are currently 3.7 times more likely to die and have complications. Asians are 1.8. And within the UK, most of the mothers that are coming into maternal mortality issues are from deprived areas. And so we need an urgent action of services listening to women and taking every single concern that they have as, an urgent matter.
It could be social conditions as well as the treatment at the individual hospital then?
Absolutely. I think there's a combination of both social and also the conditions. Definitely staff members are underfunded, overworked, but also we're not really attending to every single mother's individual needs at that moment. 1 in 9 women who died were at severe and multiple disadvantage associated with mental health, substance abuse, and also domestic abuse. Why are we not looking at all of the compounding factors that impact a mother's outcome? Why are we not causing services to understand how important it is to look at a mother's mental health before she's pregnant, during her pregnancy, and after giving birth? Why are we allowing all of these mothers, especially Black and ethnic minority mothers, to slip through the net, causing very preventable deaths and harm towards mothers and their babies?
Yeah, and their babies too, indeed. Sandra, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on GB News. Well,